Like, what did you think about that, especially with how confident he is heading into this fight with you?
He's bullshitting. He's a bullshit guy, and I'm not buying this bullshit.
All right, the UFC returns to pay-per-view January 18th in Los Angeles. UFC 311, two big title fights, including the co-main event is this man, Merab Dvalishvili, puts the bantamweight title on the line against Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We've come a long way, you and I. We were doing interviews back in the day when we were just a couple of young bucks trying to make our way up the ranks. You obviously much younger than I, but now you enter your first fight as UFC bantamweight champion of the world. You're going to get the reigning, defending, undisputed from Bruce Buffer for the first time. What does that all mean to you?
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you for all the support and everything. Yes, you're right. We come from a long way. I come from doing interviews with you years ago, like maybe 5 years ago, and now here we are. Like I'm grateful, man.
I was talking to Yuri Prohashka not that long ago, and he said that he feels he took being champion for granted. He learned his lessons after he lost the belt more than anything he learned actually having the belt, because it was an expectation he had, but he never considered the weight of being champion, what that meant to him. What is the biggest lesson you've learned so far about being a UFC champion?
uh, Man, to be honest, I just want to win the belt because every UFC fighter's dream is to win the belt and come champion. But I'm same guy, man. I don't. Hey, listen, I know one day either I'm gonna retire, or I'm gonna leave the belt, or I'm gonna lose the belt. But listen, I'll be the same guy. I'm gonna keep fight. I'm gonna be. Just it's listen, life will change and I'll be ready for whatever. But what lesson? I don't think I learned. Anything. It just feels good, and I'm a UFC champion, and I was able to achieve my goal, and I will be forever UFC champion, and I'm just grateful for that, and I'm happy and grateful.
We're a little over a week from this fight as we record here, and a lot of people are excited for this one. You just won the title in September, that big event at Sphere, and it'll be 4 months and around 4 days since winning the belt after going 5 rounds with Sean O'Malley. Not the most ideal situation, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit um, quick turnaround for me because ideally I wanted to fight in February or March, but uh, February fight is in Australia, and in March Umar don't want to fight because of Ramadan, and now uh, I have to fight on my holidays, and it's a little bit quick turnaround, but I'm all in and ready to go.
My favorite thing about this fight being booked is the way Dana White announced it, because he essentially said that you stormed into UFC headquarters and demanded it. And I like, when I envision this, I'm seeing you drop kicking Dana's door off the hinges and you charge your way into his office and you're yelling, "This man is talking crap. I must fight him now. Give it to me." And it was just kind of like an interesting twist to how this all came together. But how did this go down from your perspective? Did you go up to Dana and the brass and say, "Look, man, I want to shut this dude up. Let's book this fight"?
No, like I said, I wanted to fight March, but Umar said no because of Ramadan, and that's why I was saying that, okay, I will fight Peter March, and I will fight uh, O'Malley April, and like I thought Umar was fighting Song Gidong, and okay, one more fight and fight after, and uh, but. But UFC really needed me in January, and once I heard that, and I just go to office and I Yeah, when we have a conversation, I said I'm so tired of this guy who disrespect me, and yeah, okay, I will fight him. I will step in. I step up, and I said, okay, I can fight him. You know, uh, that's how it's happened.
How is your relationship with Dana now? Because he said some things about you, called you recently a mini Sean Strickland after things got heated with the fan at UFC 310. What did you think of that?
Yeah, he defend me. You know, before the media always ask him like very weird question about me. How about Merab did this? How about he's doing this? Like, you know why? Like, why media asking like they only Dana has to answer uh, like a bad way, and then he that's what he was doing, But this time he defend me, like they ask the media again, oh, Merab scared of Umar, bro. He then knows that I'm not scared. I always say yes every time they mention his name. I say yes, and then I say true, and then yeah. So the Umar's fan try to provocate me and try to something provocate me and then do something bad for me and make me look bad. I'm a professional fighter. I love people. Usually, when I walk to the crowd, I give everybody love, support, um, I'm happy. But this guy, he was recording video like this. I thought he was fan, and he was talking to me something, and I go close to him. I was smiling. He was talking Russian in Russian language, and I know the bad words. We all know all the bad words, and then I wanted to fight the guy, but security jumped in, and this guy provoked me, and then yeah, so then defend me and thank for him, and yeah, man, I love Dana White, I love UFC, and so I'm just grateful for this company and everything else, but there is so many um, uh, haters, and there is so many also like in media, not everybody professional, and they not everybody wanna like have a good energy, because we all know the drama is more more selling easy, and they try to ask you crazy questions, and that's why I have a good relationship with Dana, and we have no problem.
Does any of the criticism, the whole, I mean, deep down, you're the champion, and you want to fight who you want to fight at the end of the day. And that the whole Marab is scared of Umar thing is absolutely ridiculous. Like the whole thing is just crazy. But did any of the criticism since you've been champion, has any of that bothered you at all?
Mm, No, no, I'm only mad about Umar, because media, I understand what media is doing, and or like some haters like from his region and stuff like that. But like yeah, the Umar as a professional fighter, I was mad about him because he's professional. We've been cool each other. I was always showing him respect, and I never disrespect him. And he was talking all the trash and stuff like that, which is he don't need to do that because UFC is supporting him. He knows that, and UFC was trying to do best to give him title shot. That was his problem. Too. He wasn't able to fight in March. Not it's not UFC's problem, and it's not my problem. So he wasn't able to fight in March, and okay, I understand you want to fight in January, but bro, I have things going on, and I was injured, and I had I wasn't like training 100% because I have some problems going, and then I'm a champion. At least I need a proper training camp to get ready. But don't mention my country disrespectful way, and don't call me fake champion. Because I don't deserve that, and that's why I was mad, and that's why everybody saw me at the press conference how I was mad because of all that.
Umar said that because you mentioned the Song Yadong fight, and he had said that he had suffered an arm injury. I think this is some back in November, and that's why he couldn't fight in January because there were talks about him and Song fighting, and now he's booked on this card against you. And he basically said in an interview with ESPN that yeah, it was broken, and then like 20 days later, it felt better, and then I could train. Like, what did you think about that, especially with how confident he is heading into this fight with you?
He's bullshitting. He's a bullshit guy, and I'm not buying this bullshit. You know.
What's he bullshitting about, you think?
His injury, like he has like a little injury in his arm, and uh, he was, like mm, I had injury, big injury, and but I don't mentioning this. I'm not bringing up this one. Everybody has an injury. Every professional fighter has an injury, and like, oh yeah, like he's bullshitting. Because yeah, he said he was training. I saw he was punching bags very good. Like when he arrived in Vegas, you can go and see in the video he posted. He was punching bag, and if you have the any problem with the hand, you can like you won't be able to punch the bag. And then he was punching back very normal, and I think he's just mentioning this like making some excuse.
Fair enough. Have you been impressed with Umar? The Corey Sandhagen win, I think, opened a lot of eyeballs, but you don't feel, you've said it a few times, you're not afraid of the man, but you feel like he has not done enough to earn his proper title shot here. So, what did you think of the Corey Sandhagen fight?
Yeah, Corey Sandhagen fight was good, but my problem was before he wasn't fighting anybody, the ranked guy, and from uh, fight before he fight debut guy, and because of he win against debut guy, he fight number two, which is for me it's not right. It's a shortcut and it's cheating. And yeah, the fight was good. It's not easy to beat Corey Sandhagen like this. And Umar is a good fighter. But like you have to earn it. There is Bautista has 7 fight win streak, and I think Bautista uh, earned it even more.
Few last things. What do you feel like a win over Umar does for your legacy in the bantamweight division? You're a big underdog in this fight, which looking at the betting line, it's kind of weird seeing you as such a big underdog heading into a fight. But what do you feel a win over a guy like Umar does for your legacy?
I mean, you guys decide. You guys know better than me. So, Umar is undefeated guy. He's. I will beat another top guy, another top contender, and yeah, defend my belt, and it's gonna be good for my career. Nothing bad.
There's a lot going on with some of the corner talk and some of the guys he's brought in that you're familiar with. And I saw on social media that perhaps you were going to ask Ilya Taporia, your good buddy. You guys had that great moment in Jacksonville last year after Ilya beat Josh Emmett. Will Ilya Taporia be in your corner at UFC 311?
Yeah, the I did say that, but that video and whatever they posted now, that was like 1 month ago when I met Umar first, and they just posted all that. And Ilya was busy, and I know he was busy, and I don't even ask him. Yeah, I didn't say that, so maybe I will going to ask Ilya. But I was busy with training with me myself, and Ilya was busy. He has so much things going on. He has a newborn baby, and. Yeah, and then I don't even ask him to come here in like from Alicante. He has to change the three flight to come here in California, and whatever he will Ilya will watch from home, and he will cheer for me. And when I will win this fight, and I will go back to Spain, because I was gonna go to New Year with Ilya, and I was gonna celebrate New Year and. My birthday in Spain, but like I got booked with this fight, and my plans changed, and I'm gonna celebrate after.
Big question. How does this all go down at UFC 311? You've said you want to humble this man in the octagon. How do you do it? What's the headline going to read?
I'm gonna try finish him.
I love it. Just fair enough, just like that. And then last thing before I let you go, right after your fight, We have Islam Makhachev, Umar's teammate, defending his title against Arman Sarukian. And that fight is tremendous. The 1-2 punch with you and Umar going into Islam versus Arman is just a terrific two title fights right there. What's your prediction for the main event, if you don't mind me asking?
It's gonna be tough fight. Islam is great fighter, but Arman has a big chance, and I'm rooting for Arman because we are friends. And Arman did born in Georgia. He's Armenian, but I know we have more close relationship with him. And yeah, I wanted to Arman win the belt, and it's gonna be new blood for division, and it's gonna be good.
Well, it's all going down. First pay-per-view of 2025, and what a doozy it is. UFC 311. The bantamweight champion, Merab Dvalishvili, getting ready to defend his title for the first time against Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab, all the best to you in the build to this fight. Looking forward to next Saturday.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.